Gang. Yeah. Welcome to the Atheist Network group. Look, let's do it. Yeah, first up, just Jeff, the Atheist troll. Yeah, he'll bring you what you need to know. Yeah, then there's that Murdershed Steve, and nobody knows what is up his fucking sleeve. And then there's Nate. The only thing we know is this motherfucker likes to stay up late. Then yeah, we got Biddy Buddha. Yeah, you don't wanna do it, you just look stupid. Then there's Shane, the skeptic. Nah, man, don't get wrecked, step left, yeah. Then there's Reservations, don't bring him that baloney. Nah, and then Skits, the clown, it's guaranteed they go down. And then we got Producer West. Haha, yeah, he's on there making that shit look the best. Got Sunny Shell, what the hell? She does everything, listen to him sing. It's your boy Oz. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. You about to have the time of your life. Feel me? Okay. Gang, Tang gang, Tang gang, Tang gang, man. Tang gang, Tang gang, Tang gang, Tang gang, man.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Oz. I am here in the parking lot at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum in Fort Wayne, Indiana, where we will be hosting the first ever TANG conference titled Better. And what does that mean? It's simple. Better conversations. How do we impact our relationships, our community, and hopefully our world? And I think through better conversations, we can get there much easier. So we have some great speakers lined up. None other than Seth Andrews. We have Anthony Magnabosco, Dave Warnock, Dr. Josh, Cynthia McDonald, T-Jump, and possibly some more to come. And of course, I will be there. Mrs. Oz will be there. Most of the TANG crew will be there. And we can't wait to do the damn thing. So October 9th and 10th will be here. It's going on sale July 10th, so be ready. We're going to have a couple giveaways, and there might be a put in there somewhere. So be on the lookout for that. If you have any questions, you need any details, you can email me, austin@tart.live. It's austin@tart.live. I'd love to help with anything I can. And until we see you here in Fort Wayne, Tang Gang.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Atheist Network group. And I'm a little excited tonight. I'm a little excited. So if I talk fast and I get sweaty like Eddie and things get unruly, it's only because I'm excited. So your boy Oz is here with you, and I'm excited to have a room full of fine individuals. So before we kick into it here, we'll just make sure we do an introduction, and we'll get into the details here. But first, Bryce Aroni, what's up?
How's it going? I am fashionably late, but I'm here.
I mean, you do remember what channel you're on, right?
Yeah. But it, it's not my style though. I pride myself on being somewhat on time. So
if we haven't all noticed, Bryce is always on time.
Well, he is always right too. So there's
mostly
go together.
Mostly,
there seems to be a theme. And then right next to Bryce there on the screen, and helped with that video, because that video was, I did the best I could with the equipment I had, and the wind that was blowing that particular day. And Skid, you did a great job trying your absolute best to make that look good, and especially look good, but look good and sound good. So thank you for that. But Skids, the clown, how are you?
I am doing awesome. Excited to be here. Excited about the event that we're going to be talking about.
Yes. And then I'm not sure if anybody knows this guy, this Dr. Josh guy. I don't know if you know him, but Josh, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I don't know how you got the link, but I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, well, hi. So my name is Kent Hovind, and I taught high school science for 15 years. And I just want to tell you a little bit about whale penises, okay? Hey, pervert. I'm here to help.
You perverts. And Dr. Hovind, how long are those whale penises?
Yeah, I think you heard me the first time, okay? I think you're just like hearing about 14-foot whale penises. Yeah. Just picture my wife. Those two things were unrelated.
And after this, you guys are, this is going to blow your mind. So the same guy that you just heard talk about 13, 14 foot whale penises also authored this awesome book, The Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament. And it really is great. I just saw somebody in the chat said they just got the book, and I'll say thank you for Dr. Josh. But go ahead, Dr.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And it is volume 1. If you notice there, Bryce, what the hell does that mean?
Volume 2's coming.
Yes, son. Yes, son. It's going down, whether you like it or not.
Dr. Josh looks very cold tonight.
I am. I haven't slept, and apparently that makes me cold. I don't know why. It's bizarre.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's got a hoodie on. It's July. I'm over here sweating.
Yeah.
I feel fine.
Thanks.
And then also, I don't know how Jimmy got the link. I don't know. Him and Josh must have hacked the system.
Yeah.
Hacked it.
But
Psyops. Hacked.
Jimmy's hanging out with us tonight, and he'll be part of the announcements and shenanigans here later on this evening. But how are you feeling, sir?
Me? Oh, I'm doing so good. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me. He's lying. He invited me. I know he's trying to play cool, Jimmy snuck in and everything, but I was invited because they like me. So thank you. I really appreciate it. And you had me follow Mr. Josh here, Dr. Josh. He's got a book. Are you kidding me? I've done a couple coloring books lately. And I stayed in the lines really, really good. And my use of reds and oranges were exceptional. It's the same thing. You've got a published book. I've got really colorful pages.
It's not the same
thing. Same. So
No.
yes, I'm doing a lot
Gotta
of
try
stuff
harder.
too. Oz, thanks for asking me. Thank you.
That's
That's it. That's okay. Just you can go. I'm sorry. I talk a lot, so I'm sorry.
no. I was just trying to remember because I scroll through Amazon quite a bit, and I go to the bookstore quite often. I just don't remember seeing your name on any books, but
It's there. It's under dumbass. You have to, and the dumb is not spelled properly. That's how stupid it is. But anyways, if you look under moist fuckery, and this is true story. If you look under moist fuckery, I have made the Google search, kids. So Dr. Josh, I'm not jealous of you or anything. Kinda am, but I'm in the Google search under moist fuckery. So that's
It's
not
the little
bad
things
too.
that make it worthwhile, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
well, and I think that would fall into the category my grandpa always said, rest his soul, the things that make you go,
Your grandpa was Arsenio Hall?
No, but he loved that line.
Oh, he did, eh? He was into. Isn't that an R&B song? Things that make you go,
Yeah, he said it all the time.
It
Or
was. I remember that.
or if
Now that
somebody
you mention it.
He was old school, Grandpa. Old school, yeah.
My grandfather used to say Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Oh, Grampy.
Grandpa,
He
huh?
would say the wisest things. You're right. You don't fuck with the Wu-Tang Clan. That's just something you don't do.
Sage advice.
It's good. Sage advice.
All right, so let's say hello to everybody in the chat. Actually,
Hi,
Bryce,
everyone.
Bryce, can you see the public chat where you're at? You want to shout people out?
I can in about 8 seconds. I would like to give a shout out to the wonderful Anna Arena. I don't know that name. That's a new person. Do you guys recognize Anna?
Hi, Anna.
Actually, I do.
It's an awesome name, but thanks for coming, Anna. Secular Rarity, of course, a regular here. We've got Constellation Pegasus, along with Tobin Templeman, Kendra, Monkey for Banana. I think we all know him.
Mm-hmm.
Asexual Atheist. Who else? We also have a Jaded Atheist. A lot of atheists around here today. What's up with that?
Holy shit!
The Nightbot. I keep seeing this Nightbot around everywhere.
Yeah.
That guy gets around.
That's my homie.
Oh, I know him.
We have a Correa in the chat, along with Materialist Dan, a couple of regulars in the backstage after party. Titan Uranus. So glad I learned to say that correctly.
Titan Uranus.
Yeah, and of course, so we have Shane the Skeptic in the background. I assumed he would be like right next to me in one of these boxes, but
One of the boxes. But
he had something more important to do again. What's up with that, Shane? Who else? Anybody else? KCA Randy, Kyle Brewer, and Donna.
And did you say Correa?
I did say Correa. Or I didn't put the emphasis on the right syllable there. Michael Robel. It's another new name I haven't seen before, but welcome.
mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Yeah, and real quick.
I know, Michael.
Michael made a good point. We didn't show the fucking audiobook. God damn it. Now we got to rewind. So
All you have to do is say
if you didn't know,
Seth Andrews. That's all you have to say. If you say
Yeah.
that,
if you
that sells
didn't know, if you didn't know, Dr. Joss just released a book here recently. It is the Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament. It's written by it's seriously. I can't believe he actually comes on the screen with us, knuckleheads. But it's like this guy. Like
Look at that. Look at that. There's our handsome quota right there. That's gonna get us the hits right there. There's clicks right there. All we gotta do is put his face right up.
Yeah, he
That's
wrote
money. Money.
He wrote the book. So The Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament. He's got a couple others too that you should go buy while you're at it. Amazon.
I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it right now.
Um,
Now, honey, get me some of the books. Yes, we're doing it right now. I want them all.
So you can get the digital version. You get the digital version.
Getting them right now. Yeah,
Or the hard
doing
copy.
it on the internet thing. Yeah,
The hard copy.
I don't know. She knows it, not me.
Yeah, let the wife take the wheel.
Yes, she's going to pay for it. She makes the money. I'm just a poor reverend.
And then Dr. Josh, the audio version just last week, right? Released.
Yep.
And who was it again that did the audio for you, the reading?
Somebody named Seth something.
Oh! You have Seth. Seth
I don't
Andrews,
know if I'm familiar with that name.
Oh, that guy. Oh God, I'm not gay. Oh, but his voice does something to me, and I'm not sure what. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but it does something.
It sure sounds like you like it.
Oh,
He sent like an 8-minute video clip when he emailed us and said, "Hey, I'd like to volunteer to do it, to do the book." And he said, "Here's an 8-minute clip of what it would sound like." And you could tell he just like sat down and flipped his computer on and read it. And I'm sitting
Like a
there
pro.
listening to this on my speaker going, and it's my own book, and he got to the end of the 8 minutes and I was like, no.
No,
So,
Yeah, that's the right
That's good.
response. That's the right response. Oh my God, he could read off a McDonald's menu and you'd be like, yeah,
I agree.
exactly,
I could read
exactly,
the phone book, and
Yeah.
I would listen from A to Z.
exactly. If the aliens visit us, they send in Seth Andrews. We're gonna have advanced technology.
Yeah.
All right. So let's dig into the details, shall we?
Yes.
Shall.
Yes, I'm excited. You promised Oz some good details on this exciting event, so I'm stoked.
Me too. So let's
Yeah.
do the damn thing.
Do
So
it.
everybody so far for coming. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. And
Thank you, guys.
and Audra and Don, I see there on Facebook. It's hard for me to go back and forth on YouTube and Facebook, but I do see you, and thank you for hanging in,
Mhm.
hanging out, and commenting there. And I'll try to get over there as soon as I'm done with my portion of babbling about here. But yeah, this is we've been building up to tonight. So the reservations, we'll get links and everything posted here shortly. And before we do that, because there's a lot of people here in the room that I haven't seen names before and everything, so this is what's coming up.
Whew.
This is what's coming up. It's the first TANG meetup / conference, if that's what we want to call it. Better. And what does that mean? What's the meaning or the purpose behind better? It's better conversations. How do we? I think my biggest focus on it is even becoming better listeners. When we're having these conversations, these dialogues, because I feel like a lot of times, and I'm guilty as well, is that we're already thinking about what we want to say next instead of listening and seeking to understand the position of our interlocutor. So that's going to be the main point. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a TANG event, so along with education and information, we're gonna have fun. You can bet your ass we're gonna have fun, but we still want it. We want everybody to be able to walk away with something that they can apply or use in their life, whether it's their day-to-day relationships or in conversations with those that are theist, or I think even political and social issues. That those conversations can be more peaceful. If again we know how to have communicate and have better conversations, but also sometimes we got to fucking listen better. And I think that's one of the big ones. So who's going to be there? Who is going to be there? Well, we've already mentioned, I think, two of the names here on the screen. So Seth Andrews will be there. You guys don't know who that is. Can you give me the address to the rock that you live in or live under? And no, I'm kidding. But Seth Andrews will be there, and then A little later in the show, we're going to go through and kind of talk about each one of the speakers. So if you're not familiar with any faces or voices or anything, stick around. We will be going a little more in depth there here a little later. And then we have the OG of SE, Street Epistemology, Anthony Magnabosco. And I've had the awesome opportunity to start to really get to know Anthony more over the last 3 months or so, and he's just a great guy. Anthony's a great guy. And then Cynthia McDonald, she's a firecracker, but she's also one of the biggest sweethearts that you're ever going to meet. So I'm really looking forward to her being part of one of the panel. I think a couple, but one of the panel conversations there. And then right to the right of her, one of my favorite human beings that I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Sorry, one of the favorite people that I've ever met in my entire life, Dave Warnock. And this man is, if he's not an inspiration, I don't know what is. He's awesome. And then down to the left there, T-Jump will be there. He's going to be one of the debaters. That is going to be part of day 2 debating. And then again, if you spend time on YouTube and you haven't seen or heard T-Jump arguing or debating, I don't know if you've actually been watching Atheist material.
He's a master debater.
Yes, he is.
I saw. Yeah.
See what you did there?
Yeah, I saw that.
And then last but not least, this guy, for some reason that face is familiar. Oh, that's Dr. Josh. That's Dr. Josh. So I don't know if you know this, but that speaker that's coming, he wrote a book. It's called The Handbook.
That's a handsome book. It's a handsome book.
Handbook to the Old Testament. He wrote this, and now you can get it in digital and audio version. And Seth Andrews did the audio. And the nice thing, it's volume 1, so we may get it the volume 2 with Seth Andrews too. Who knows? But do we think that there is a volume 2 coming, Bryce?
There is most definitely a volume 2 coming, because where there's a volume 1, volume 2's coming.
Yeah.
But that is a good question. Are we going to get Seth Andrews?
I'll ask.
Fingers crossed.
You have not, because you ask not. All right, and then to finish that up, so this event will be held in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the crossroads of America. No, I'm kidding. Now I sound like a stupid salesperson. It's going to be in Fort Wayne, Indiana. It'll be at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum. It's a beautiful facility, and right there it is. Now,
wow, look at that. It's big.
Now, obviously, we're not. So this is where the Detroit Pistons. That was their home stadium or whatever before they moved to Detroit. Now we're not in the main part where they like host the huge concerts and basketball games and everything. We're in a side like ballroom, but this is the facility, and the whole area around there is awesome. There's tons of things to do. Indiana's largest shopping mall is literally two streets.
Wow.
Of that. So there's a lot. There's a lot to do there. So
did you see that parking lot? Forget it.
Yeah,
that's class.
I'm excited about that.
It's class. That's gorgeous.
Yep.
You must have had to kill someone to get that. You don't have to. Okay, we're among friends. If you killed someone, just wink, Oz, because I know you. This is like big time. This is big. I understood.
Yeah, so Fort Wayne, Indiana, and the dates are all over the place right now. Go to our website, Facebook, Twitter, all that. So it's October 9th and 10th. So it's a 2-day event, and I'm getting ready to pull the schedule up here in a second. We won't spend a bunch of time on it because that'll be making its way around social media. We'll get to the ticket reservation prices here in a second. and Skids will cover that. But I will pull up the schedule real quick, just so everybody kind of has an idea of what we're looking at. And just keep in mind, some of these things are still fluid. As there's still some moving pieces there, but I think we're pretty close to saying that this is pretty close to being locked in. So October 9th, that's going to be that would be very heavy on the speakers giving their individual talks or presentations. We'll start at 11. We were going to start at noon, but I need to start a little bit earlier just to make sure we get everybody enough time to speak. I want them to be comfortable and not feel hurried. So we'll start at 11. I'm not going to go through times and everything, but Bryce is actually going to open us up. I'm super pumped for that. Bryce and then Shane. So two of the members of the Tang gang will be opening it up, and I can't wait to listen to them and watch that. And then right after that, Bryce, Cynthia, and Mike Carey indicates he's coming. I think there's a couple things still kind of up in the air, but I think we're pretty close to being able to say yes on that. But they're going to have a panel discussion, and it's, if you go on, what was it? Oh, wow, it's been like 6 weeks ago, right, Bryce? 5-6 weeks. But they had a panel discussion on the Tang channel, and I was like, this is perfect. Like this fits what we're talking about. So they're going to have a panel discussion there, and then we have David Warnock, and then Dr. Josh, Anthony Magnabosco, and then Seth Andrews will close it out as far as the speakers. And at the end, we'll have this one will be more brief, but we'll have a brief Q&A, and then I'll wish everybody farewell. And then at 8 o'clock, we're going to have an after party, and there's 2 places that I'm considering right now. And when we get to the tiered pricing system or tiers for the reservations, you'll see where the after party falls into the equation there. But that's going to be where everybody can, for those that have purchased that tier, get to go to after party with all of the speakers, the Tang crew, and kick back, talk shit, and have fun and enjoy yourself. And then October 10th, we'll open. We're going to have some giveaways and raffles on day 2. Then we'll open up with the debates. Right now, it's the first debate will be Shane the Skeptic, one of our team members, and I'm in conversation with 2 theists right now. I'm just waiting to lock them down as far as who their interlocutors will be. We'll have a break, and then the second debate will be T-Jump. Then after that, we're going to have about a 45-minute to an hour just AMA or Q&A with all of the Tang members that are present and could make the trip. And then dinner, and we're given quite a bit of time there for dinner so that people can kind of eat and then go visit all, if they haven't had time already, go visit all the tables from the sponsors that are there, speakers, so on. If they want to buy books or T-shirts or what have you, they can do that. And then at 4 o'clock, there you see the speaker panel discussion. So all of the speakers that we just announced, at the end, they're going to have quite a while to have a discussion, answer questions, maybe share stories, best practices, that kind of thing. And then at 5:45, we're trying to get some stand-up comedy in there to try to end the evening on a Tang appropriate Tang ending. So we'll have something there. We'll have something fun and entertaining there. Even if we have Jimmy, we can have Jimmy get up there and entertain.
No, I'm shy.
Yeah. And then at 7, because the event will everything will shut down at 8. I'm giving myself there an hour buffer in case a couple things run over. But at the end, I do want to make sure that we give thank yous and acknowledge anyone and everyone that's been helping, because there's a lot of work that goes on behind these scenes. And so before I hand it over here to Skids to go over pricing and Skids, once you get through that, I have the links ready to go, and I'll put those in the chat once you get through them.
Perfect.
But I don't want anybody hitting links until you can explain everything. So, but before we do that, I do want to send, there's A lot that are, it's the weekend, so they're, with family and doing family stuff, and all that's understandable. But to everyone that's helped so far or has been helping, thank you, because if I was trying to do this thing alone or plan it by myself, it would have already went off the railroad. It would have already went off the tracks. And you guys, I appreciate you and value you and everything you've done so far. So thank you. And that said, Trent, the floor is yours, sir. Why,
thank you. So we have 4 different tiers of reservations, because I can say that where Oz can't. So our first tier is actually called the Essential tier, and that gets you access to all the main sessions. And can you bring up the schedule again real quick for me, Oz? So anything that's not marked with the panel discussion or debates, that's what we consider our main sessions. So the $25 tier gets you access to any of those sessions right there. If you want to move up to the next tier, it's the Essential Plus, and you get all those main sessions plus the panel discussions, which includes the panel with Bryce, which you do not want to miss. So it's absolutely worth jumping up the tier just to see Bryce on that panel. Then you also get access to the debate. So you get the debate with Sheen and T-Jump. And again, this is right there. It is worth the extra money just for that. Beyond that, we move up to the elite level. So once again, you get the access to the main sessions, the panels, and the debates with this tier. Then you get access to the TANG AMA, which you do not want to miss. And a little extra special bonus on this level is you get to have lunch with all the TANG crew and the speakers that are at this event. Oh. So you get to have lunch in the same room with Seth, with Anthony, with David, the whole crew. Right there, that's pretty special. You know, if that wasn't everything, we have an ultimate tier for $200. You get main sessions, you get the panels, you get the debates, the AMA. Not only do you get the lunch, but you get to go out to dinner and drinks with all the speakers that we just announced and the Tang gang. For $200, you can't beat that price. Anything is a good value here. We would be ecstatic to see you for any level. But if you really want to get close to Seth and Anthony and all the Tang gang here, you're going to at least want to spring for the elite or ultimate packages.
Oh, you did. Hold on, Skids. You didn't tell them about the super deluxe, super awesome ultimate package for an extra $50.
We promised we weren't going to say this.
Yeah, for an extra $50, you get to stare at Dr. Josh while he's eating at his beautiful eyes and make him feel uncomfortable.
You promised you weren't going to bring that up.
I'm going to be the first one paying.
This was our side hustle. You're giving away our side hustle, man. Don't let anybody else know what we're doing.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Shh. There's only the 5 of us and a few beautiful other people listening, so just don't tell anyone else. But what a deal. That's a great deal. $200. That's nothing. What's that? Nothing.
And you get alcohol.
Yeah, for 2 days worth of entertainment with these are nationally known speakers. These are people that I've been looking forward to meeting these people in person all my life. I can't believe I'm getting the chance to do this. So it's really something that for $200 for a weekend, absolutely.
Are we going to have a mic up by Seth Andrews while he's eating? Because do you think his eating sounds really cool too?
It's probably a lot better than mine, I will say.
Yeah, yeah. You sound awful. You sound like a horse, chewing gum, while also chewing Melba toast. It's terrible.
Oh, that sounds disgusting.
I know. That's what you sound like. You should be ashamed.
All right, so thank you, Skids, and I saw a couple questions in the chat here. Now, there's one or two more bits of information, and then I'll put the link in there, and y'all can have at it. Y'all can have at it. Seating is going to be limited, and that is not a sales pitch. That's not. It's because I was when I selected the room we're in, I was conservative because it's our first one. You know, I don't. I'm not going to go. You know, pay all this money, and it's like, oh, cool, like 10 people showed up. You know, so now we have more than 10. So don't get anxious. But so it was conservative. But the tickets will not tickets
reservations.
Fuck.
Reservations.
Actually, let's just keep it very simple. Oz, seats will go fast. Seats will go fast. That's what you need to. That's what you need to know. So we're going to put it here, and then to answer one last question I saw in there, there is no limit on any of the tiers. It's just when we get to capacity. Capacity is right around 300. So has nothing. You can buy anybody can buy any tier they want. But I'm putting the link in the chatty chat now. Well, no, I'm gonna delay one more second. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Keeping them on the edge of their seats.
I'm gonna put the for the tickets to come in person to Fort Wayne. I'm gonna put that for
Reservations.
Jesus, God.
It's okay. Breathe. It's good.
So I'm going to put the link for the reservations for those who be in Fort Wayne, Indiana, to attend. Then later in the stream, I will put a link for we'll explain the details. But for those that for whatever reason, it's just you can't make it. You live on the other side of the planet, or you live on the other side of the country, or it doesn't make sense. Currently in your situation, you can't do it. We have worked something out, and we're going to be able to have an online stream. Now, we'll have access to everything, so obviously the price will be adjusted accordingly. But we'll talk about that later. But I'm now putting the link into the chat, and have at it.
Oh, what a deal. What a deal. So even if you can't make it for some reason, like, you could still be a part of this awesome weekend event. Like, yep. I know what I'm doing. I don't know about the rest of you, but I know what I'm doing. That weekend's booked. Good times to be had.
Good times. Yeah, and if you need more details, as Math Pig said, just check out Dr. Josh's OnlyFans, and there's more details there.
We're going to traumatize Dr. Josh by the end of it. He's such a good sport. Look at him. He's such a great sport.
All right, so we'll give some people time to go check that out and do their thing. And in the meantime, Dr. Josh, being one of the main speakers at the event, and obviously you and I have talked, offline about not just this event in particular, but just what events like this can do for a community, and for for people that are like-minded. So please share with us and then those in the chat what are you looking forward to, I guess, first, and then what do you think this means to those that are involved as a collective?
I mean, I don't know how many people have gone to like academic conferences. It's one of the things that we do every year. We have two main conferences in our field that Megan and I try to go to, and knowing everybody by name and seeing their papers that they write, it's really useful. But when you get to meet them in person, when you get to sit down and have a cup of coffee, sit across from them and talk, I don't know, it just brings another dimension, a very fulfilling dimension to the entire process. That's what I'm really looking forward to, is being able to just kind of hang out with not only all you guys, but the people that I constantly see in the side chat, people that show up and support our streams, people that we see around, and I don't know. I think that it's going to be a very edifying experience for me, and I hope for everybody that comes. I'm really excited to be able to give my presentation. And what was neat is that it was sort of picked for me, which is probably wise, because who knows what I would have come up with. But the topic that I'm going to be dealing with is sort of right up my wheelhouse, and I think that it's just so important to understand how to balance. We were talking about this last night in the Discord. And by the way, if you guys listening don't come into the Discord for the after shows, I try to come when I can. So I won't always be there. So it'll be safe. You guys can come and actually have fun. But, listening to a couple people, 2-3 people talking about some philosophical stuff last night, and I don't know, being able to understand where everybody's coming from, see the sometimes fierce disagreements, but being able to really dig in and steelman their positions. I don't know. I think doing that in these close quarters, and then hearing speakers talk about how they do it in their private lives or in the public sphere. I'm really excited about it because I've got some things that I want to talk about, some ways that I think we as the atheist and skeptic community can really have good conversations with particularly Christian apologists, to be able to engage with them in a very meaningful way, but yet in a way that's not, I don't know, vitriolic. It doesn't have to be that way. And last thing I'll say, like at the end of the book, I have a paragraph in the conclusion, right at the end, where I have a whole paragraph dedicated to this channel, because I think that much of it, because what Oz and you guys are all doing is so important. Because understanding what the Bible says, understanding its cultural context, and understanding our opponents' and interlocutors' theological positions and what it is that makes them tick is incredibly important. But if you don't approach them in a way that's going to get a positive or a positive response or a welcoming, wanting to further engage with you, I think it's futile. It's only good for the audience that's watching. And I think that there's a lot to be said for understanding how to actually engage in a meaningful way with the person that you're actually debating and arguing with. Because we do it all the time on Twitter. We do it all the time in the comments section. And knowing what it is that we think, knowing what the text says, but yet being well equipped to be able to have those conversations and move them forward I just think it's good to be able to do it better. So I'm excited.
Awesome. Thank
Y'all
you.
can wake up now. It's good. I'm done.
No, it's just so profound what you said and the way that you said it. It's just we're all mesmerized and in awe.
Yes.
Of, we can end the show now because none of us can follow that up with anything.
I got a couple good fart jokes. That's all
Yeah, save those for later. We don't want
yeah. Very profound, Dr. Josh. You're very smart. And you add a good element to all of this. And what a weekend this is going to be. Imagine like all the minds, all the different approaches to this. Like this is amazing. And just think about this. Like, how come atheists aren't doing this more often? How come it is left to you, Oz, and this wonderful Tang gang, everyone involved, to be able to speak out? Because look at all of the religious right, all these organized religions, they utilize, they organize, they do conferences, they do it all the time. They're on the attack. They're constantly. And we are here trying to change the narrative. And I think it's exciting. And
Yeah.
you're a pioneer, Dr. Josh. You're a pioneer, Oz, and Bryce, and Skids, and the whole Tang gang. This is amazing.
Oh, you're
This
just
is
saying that because it's true.
It is. It is. It's absolutely true. This is very exciting.
You know, the religious guys really have a leg up on us because they've been doing this for so much longer. You know, the fact that atheism is not new, but new atheism is new, and I guess we are the new atheism because
No. We're atheism 2.0.
There you go.
There
you go.
The atheismism. Yeah,
So we're trying to come at it from a new angle, you know. So these are kind of new ideas, and that probably explains why no one has thought of this before now, because it's kind of a brand new thing. But Oz thought of it, and I think this is one of the biggest things that we can do to normalize atheism, as Pasta Mike would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and more than ever, we need to be doing this.
Yeah, and
more than ever.
For people like me, I'm surrounded in a very conservative area. So, you know, I don't actually know many atheists in my local area. So getting online was my only really outlet for discussing these topics and doing what I do. And it's just, especially with the pandemic where we were so closed in, this is going to be liberating for people like me. And I know Sunny Shell is kind of in the same position, is that we're going to get to sit in a room and talk to people. And it's not just an echo chamber, but just have where you can be comfortable talking about what you think about certain subjects and just what you believe and stuff like that. And, you know, it's so much better when it's face to face versus just looking at these tiny little screens on your computer monitor.
And let's be honest.
Hey, real quick.
Sorry.
For whatever reason, Eventbrite had only had our base level pricing available. So I did go in there, and for whatever reason, I had to unlock those. So they all should be available now. So I'm putting the link back in there. And I already saw a couple purchases for that one. So thank you for
Nice.
it was. I appreciate that. But the link's back in there, and all 4 tiers should now be crystal clear. But now, go ahead, Jimmy. Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say is, okay, guys, let's be honest too. All right. Atheists tend to be really cool people. You're going to be going to a conference with everyone is just like cool as shit. We're just the coolest kids going, and you're going to be a part of that. And that's exciting. And this is the first ever. Why do you not have your tickets now? Get on there. Don't wait. Get them now, because they're going to go. Everyone, I'm telling everyone in my neighborhood. I'm telling you, I don't care. I'm telling everyone. So you better get it before Joni down the street takes your fucking ticket. Don't regret it. Get it now. Get it now. Get on the internet and do it.
Yeah.
All right, so we had a couple of super chats here before we keep it moving. But Donna asked, "Will there be a program suitable for autographs?"
Ooh.
Oh, fancy.
You know what?
I want Donna's autograph.
I mean, you know, there'll be copies of books there by different
who would have
authors.
a book? Who would have a book that might be available?
You know, you could get one of that. Would be pretty special, right?
That
Get
would.
Seth Andrews' book, you know, and have everybody sign that, or one of the other.
You know what?
books.
I'm telling you, honest the truth. Okay, if you're a single guy, single gal,
No, don't
really
do
want to press. You
Don't do
want to get laid. Give this book out, guaranteed. Sealed deal. It is like the ultimate first date thing. Aphrodisiac, works every time. Dr. Josh's book. Can we see that book, please, again, one more time? It's beautiful.
He's grabbing a whole shelf full of my thing.
Oh, look at him. Handle that good stuff.
So Donna, I don't think we much need a program. So Seth, he has a third one. I just don't have it near me right now. But you have one of my favorite books regarding deconversion and everything. Actually, my personal favorite. Period. But Deconversion or Deconverted. I'm sorry, by Seth Andrews. So that'd be great with an autograph in it. Then his latest piece of fine work, The Confessions of a Fox News Christian. And you read it, and then if you listen to it, Seth reads, yeah. It'll give you kind of what Jimmy was talking about earlier. Give you little tinglies.
Yeah. It'll do stuff. It'll change your life. He will change your life.
And then Dr. Josh has he has that one. Learn to Read Anxious Sumerian. Right? He's got that one.
Oh my God.
Then we have Dr. Josh did the Old Testament endorse slavery. So there's
yes.
Got the short answer on that one.
Nice.
That's all it says on the inside.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, I spoiled it. Sorry.
Oh, let's see that book. Let's see
and then,
that
ladies
sexy
and
bitch.
gentlemen, the bestseller,
Oh,
Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament.
nice.
It is.
Look at that.
All
Look at that.
one.
That's a mess.
And because it's volume 1, Bryce, what the hell does that mean?
Volume 2's coming. Number 2.
Yep, so that happened for the first time tonight. I laid all those right on top of my notes. All right.
And Oz, I'll send you the other one.
Sweet.
There's this one.
There you go.
Ooh, I get another one to promo. Yes.
It's the least I can do. Like absolutely the least, I think.
Wow. So Dr. Josh is going to be there, and Seth Andrews, and Anthony Magnabosco. Oh my God. This is going to be the event of a lifetime. This is going to be our Woodstock. I don't want to say, like hype it up too much, but this is going to be the greatest event all year. I'm just saying it now. Greatest event all year. And if you miss it, I'm just going to say it. You're fucking stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid.
Dial it down just a little bit.
They're
Don't call them
stupid for missing out.
No, we don't call people stupid. We've had this conversation before.
Trent, but they need to know it. Trent, why you gotta suppress the truth, man?
No, I don't have my buzzer to
I know
buzz
you
them.
can't buzz me. This is
I'm without my power.
This isn't our show. You
Hey,
can't
Jimmy.
cut me off.
Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Yes, sir. Yes, Odds. I respect you, sir. I respect you. I will listen to you.
He doesn't respect me.
I was trying my soundboard for whatever reason playing through the speaker system, so it doesn't matter. But I was playing Darth saying FOCUS. Focus.
But wait, didn't he spell it wrong?
Well, that was him doing it the right way. Yeah, before it was FUCOS. What does that spell? And Amy went, fuck?
Fuck us?
Fuck us?
All right, we got another super chat here. And if you guys don't know Don Fullman, he's down there in the ATL.
He's a handsome person.
Don is like he's a cool
good guy.
Like, yeah, and every time I get to talk to him, I'm like, you're my dude, Don. You're my dude.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they have a group that's coming up down from Georgia.
Oof. Bring in the heat.
I think, including him, it's a good handful, if I remember right, based on what he told me. So that's awesome. Thank you, Don, and for those coming with Don, thank you. And there's one more super chat here for $4.99 from Constellation Pegasus. Thank you. The online atheist community is only getting stronger. Jehovah's Witnesses are suffering because of it, as an example.
Our work is we're doing the right thing then.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So the next segment here is there's ways to contribute to this event. So obviously, ticket sales and everything that's helps the event and gets people to
Reservation.
God damn it.
Naughty, 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 naughty. Don't worry, we're just judging you. That's all.
I know. As you should be. Reservation sales.
You were saying about reservations?
Reservation sales. Obviously all that helps, but we have had a couple people ask, we want to come, we'll purchase reservations, but how else can we help? And how else can we contribute to this, even outside of the ticket sales, just, for those in the community that support us, on a regular basis, or just coming to know us. And Skids has been amazing at helping us put this together this is a separate Patreon than the Atheist Network group Patreon. That way, it's everything's clean and separated. And anything for this goes to this event, and then this is going to be an annual event. So anything and everything is going to go to this event and upcoming events. Period. So, Skids, take it away.
So yeah, it takes a lot of time and money to be rock stars like we are trying to be with this event. So what we've done is we created a Patreon page to go along with this event. And we started out at a $2 level, which we just call Fans of Tang. And the Fans of Tang, $2 a month. Basically, what we're going to do for you is we're going to include your name in the credits of our videos at the fan level. Going on from that, our next one is the super fan level. So again, like the previous tier, you get your name in the credits of our videos at the super fan level. Plus, you'll get we have they're not ready yet, so give us a little time, but we've got stickers and magnets, a little bit of Tang swag that you can put on your refrigerator, put on your car, just kind of show how proud you are of being part of this community. And sorry, I got to refresh this for a second here. And the next level is the rock star level. And then, that's where all the cool kids start hanging out. So you get everything as before. You get your name included in the credits of our videos at the Rockstar level. You get the bumpers, the stickers. I shouldn't say bumper stickers. There are all kinds of different stickers. You can put them on anything. The magnets. And then you also get a monthly Patreon shout out. So we will mention your name as a rock star in our shows once a month. You'll also get access to the 10% discount at our merch store. And we've got some great t-shirts that are going to be coming out that you're definitely going to want to check out. And then also you're going to get access to our complete archive on Patreon. So we're going to have some special shows that are Patreon only. And so if you're a member of Patreon, once a month, whatever we decided we're going to do, maybe just do something quick and easy, show up just to get out there. There's additional content that you can only see on Patreon if you are a Rockstar member. And then finally, we have the last tier, which is $25 a month. And then hold on, I better double check. So the fan level was $2. I don't think I said this clearly. $5 a month for the super fan, $15 a month for the Rockstar, and then $25 a month. You become a VIP. And you will get your name listed as a VIP of the round table in all of our videos. You'll be shout out during each of our shows. So during my show, during Bryce's show, Oz's show, everybody's going to get shout out. So you're going to hear your name quite a bit if you're willing to pay for this level. You will get a free t-shirt of your choice. So that's right there. You get to pick your t-shirt, whatever one you like in the store. Plus, you also get that 15% discount in our merch store for additional stuff. Plus the swag and the stickers and the magnets. Plus, you will also get access to those special Patreon-only bonus shows. Plus, No, that's it. No plus on that one. That was the end of that one. But what else can you ask for? It's $25 a month. You get to be a VIP of the round table. That's like being a knight at that level. Let's just imagine. It's like getting the sword and being called Sir, whatever your name is. Just that cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think
I need to
Knight,
get the link so I can post it in the chat. So
I think Knight was the official title before they transitioned to VIP, right? It used to be Knight, and now we just call them VIP now. So it's essentially the same thing.
I just want to use the sword and do.
I want to be a knight.
Coolness. Oh goodness, where? I can't find the link. Stall. Say something.
Stall.
Well, while we're waiting for Skid to find a link, no, I'm kidding.
We can
I'm
all
not good
talk
with
about
improv.
Skid's how much of a dum-dum he is. But he's trying hard. He
It should be
tries
right
hard.
here. It should be right here. I had it like 2 seconds
No,
ago. Now I
no.
can't
If we're
find
gonna
it.
talk behind your back, we want to do it in front of you. So
Exactly. That would be gentlemanly.
yes, that's
And
right.
And to clear up
So-
some confusion in the chat real quick. So there's the, and it will be this way going forward. So just so everybody's clear. So there's the Atheist Network group Patreon, and then the YouTube channel memberships. Okay. And the YouTube channel memberships and the TANG patrons will get access to, like, I'm starting to do like in-person interviews with like I'm getting ready to interview a pastor. I think it's 2 weeks in his office, like SE style questioning. I'm getting ready to interview a woman that claims to have had a near-death experience where she felt like she spent 2 years in hell. And those things will be, like, those type of videos will be member.
Do you have like a calendar or something?
Yeah, I was like, how did
Just
you
taking
track
off
time?
the days? That's pretty slick.
I don't know.
Like, man, it's Easter again.
Yes.
I don't know, but I will find out, and I'll say, you know what? Dr. Josh wrote a book.
He did. He wrote an awesome book. There. Wow.
And it's called The Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament.
Oh,
And she'll take it and hit you with it. That's what she'll do.
oh my God. If we read this, we will know like everything we need to know about the Old Testament and everything. Everything.
Yeah, I've learned a lot so far. I'm not all the way through it, but
I feel
been
smarter
great.
just looking at the book.
Just the cover. Not
Just
the book
looking
itself.
at the cover, I'm totally smarter now.
And just to kind of squash the Christian apologetics
Uh-huh.
comeback to that, because the obvious comeback is, or you could just go to the Bible and read it for yourself. That's the quickest way to learn about the Old Testament.
With Dr. Josh.
But I'm sure Dr. Josh has got some tidbits in there and some secrets, not only about what the Bible says, but why it says what it says, where some of that came from, what it originally said, how it might have gotten changed. So you don't just get it from the Bible. You're going to get more from his book.
Real quick, because there are people asking in the chat, so I want to make sure I finish that up. So I put the link that Skids gave me for the Patreon 4-hour events. So this one's title, and it'll more than likely be a different title each year. This one's better, but that's a completely different thing than supporting the channel or what we do on a daily basis with our channel. So that's what that's for. This is more of an ongoing, like, year is going to be yearly to support the event. So and then each year, for supporting, you'll get the perks that come with the Patreon packages that Skids just lined out there. So that's the biggest difference. But
Yes.
but as far as the TANG Patreon and the TANG YouTube channel membership, that's specific to the channel, not the annual event. But I just want to say real quick that one of the speakers is in the house.
Ooh,
Wow.
Hey, Cynthia.
Respect.
What's up, Cynthia? She'll be well, you guys know that. You already heard. Cynthia's going to be one of the speakers and part of the panel discussions there with Bryce and Mike. And I don't know yet if anybody else is going to be part of that particular one, but I'm sure Cynthia will be part of one. I think it's either one or two more other than that. But yeah,
she's great. She's great on any panel she's on.
Yeah, I love. I'm a fan. I love Cynthia. And then real quick here, another super chat, $4.99 from Constellation Pegasus. I can never say that right. Thank you. And then how about uniting with organizations like Freedom from Religion Foundation and make a bigger organization under one roof? Well, yeah, yes, of course. And this is our first one. So as we do these and there's more recognition and people can come to know that they can count on us and trust us that we're, when we say we're going to do this, we're going to deliver, and and so we build a good reputation. Absolutely,
baby steps.
Yeah, I would love to do that, but yeah, coming out your first one, it's a little more difficult, but that's also why we have essentially bi-weekly conference calls with those that are helping behind the scenes, and the what even on the last call, one of the biggest focuses is like this has to be great. This has to be a home run, because if not, I don't want to go back to that. Like why would I ever, so like we've purchased brand new sound gear, lighting gear. Like it's going to be badass. Like I do not want this thing to be half-assed or boring. Like I want this to be something that everybody walks away like, man, I can't wait till next year. I cannot wait till next year. So know that.
And next year is going to be betterer, right?
Oh, absolutely, betterer.
The betterer.
Because that's a word.
Because presumably we will have improved.
How can you think about next year? Well, we got this right in front of us.
Yeah.
This is going to be
I am
awesome.
forward looking. Gotta be forward looking.
Awesome.
This will be a success.
Be epic.
So I don't have to worry about this one anymore. Already planning ahead.
Yeah. So confident that we already know that this is going to be a home run.
Oh my God.
Right.
Like just hearing you talk about it, Oz, and I'm just like, I don't know about everyone else, but I'm just so stoked. This is exciting.
Are you stoked, Jimmy?
I'm very excited. I don't get excited very often, but this is one of those rare occasions where I can't wait. I can't wait.
He seems to be a little low key right now. He's not his usual peppy self right now.
Yeah. It's gonna be good. This is good. This is a great idea, Oz. This is your idea, right? You're the man that's got this all going, and this is brilliant. Good job, sir.
Thank you. I'm absolutely terrible at taking credit or anything, so I'm just going to leave you.
I know he's so humble. Look at that. He's so humble. Such a master planner and humble. That's right. And that's how you know this is going to be a success and why this is going to be amazing, because Oz has so many great people helping out, working together as one function. This is amazing.
Yeah, like I said, there's too many people behind the scenes helping me that make this thing look amazing, and it will be amazing. And if it was left to my own devices, it would not be that way. But before we go any further in anything about Better and the October and what that looks like, we have another two announcements in one here. Kind of break up the flow a little bit. We have two new additions to TANG Gang. We have two new additions. So I think most of you already knew, because I've been putting it on the screen pretty regularly, but we want to officially first welcome. And when we say Aunt Kathy, I think there's a lot of people don't realize, like, I'm not like, this is actually my aunt. It's not like, oh, she just seems like a cool aunt.
She is literally Aunt Kathy.
For me, she is literally Aunt Kathy. So first, we want to welcome Aunt Kathy to to the team, and she's been for a minute now going through the deconversion process, and she now has her own show here, and it's what was it, on Thursdays? Because we were still negotiating that. I think it's Thursday or Friday at 2 p.m. So it's our first afternoon show, and she told me that that's for like her age bracket, if I should say it that way. So she has her age group's eyeballs on it, that sort of thing. But Vintage Explorer with Aunt Kathy and friends, and her first episode is on July 22nd at 2 p.m. She's going to have Catherine Roberts, Godless Granny, and Dave Warnock on, and they're focusing on those that are 50 years and older, 50 years of age and older, and have went through that process. And her and I went through the YouTubes and everything, and there is kind of a gap there, where once you get out of the 30s, maybe early 40s, it just kind of falls off. There's just not a lot of support, a lot of community for that age bracket. So I'm very, very excited for her. So everybody, I know she was in here earlier, but I believe she's helping with her mom. My grandma, I think she's helping her out tonight. So I don't know if she'll be back in here, but we want to say welcome, Aunt Kathy, and we're looking forward to Aunt Kathy being sassy.
I think that's going to be a great addition.
Yeah.
And just piggybacking off of what you just said there, Oz, I think it's not only people of that generation who are 50 or older, but it almost seems like every decade or so, you're kind of in your own tier. Trent and I were kind of talking about this a few days ago, I think sometime last week, where, we were looking at the younger generation and how they're much quicker to embrace secularism and atheism than our generation, and the fact that we actually have to go through a deconversion process with not a lot of support later in life, because when we were younger, we didn't have these resources available. And then you start looking at the older generation that's above us, and having lived that much of your life to where you are under this, this culture of religion. Yeah, that's an even different experience. So I think it's a great idea what she's doing.
Yep,
absolutely,
absolutely. And real quick before we make one more announcement, we do have a super chat. I don't want to miss it or forget about it. Madam Who for $5. Thank you for your support. I want to play at the after party. I love you guys. What is it that you play?
That's the question.
I mean, could be a ukulele.
Can you rap over what she plays?
Could be Parcheesi.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Maybe she plays the trumpet.
I like Parcheesi.
Parcheesi? Yeah. I like Parcheesi.
If they play like a banjo or ukulele over a hip hop beat, and Dr. Josh is there, and we can freestyle, but he's freestyling in Dr. Kent Hovind's voice, then it's on. It's on.
That is worth your $200 right there.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to see anything else.
That's literally your 200 bones right there. Like
I was a high school teacher. Science is my game. If you step to me, I'll put you all to shame. Not a doggone thing the PowerPoint can't solve. I've got a million slides that never have evolved.
Nice.
Well done.
The clearing of the throat really emphasizes the rap there. I love that.
Okay, I lose. And we have. Oh, and I missed it earlier. God damn it! I was so worried about not saying the T word that I missed this other thing up here. Give me 1 second, everybody. Sorry, because these I have to make sure that I hit, because it's important. It's important, man.
It is. It's very important. There you go.
Stairway to Oblivion, the newest network channel YouTube member. Thank you.
You're a cool guy.
Absolutely.
And we do apologize ahead of time for never being on time. If you don't know that, you'll get to know that. And the amount of shenanigans that go on here.
So many shenanigans.
We'll just apologize. now. And then one more, and then we'll move along here. Also from Stairway to Oblivion for $10. Again, thank you so much for the support. Dr. Josh, enjoying Volume 1 audiobook. When will Volume 2 be out? Slacker.
Next year. That's my goal. I'm actually finishing up the last bit of research for the archaeology chapter on the Exodus and the Conquest. So that I've got the outline written and everything. So it should be Exodus, Conquest, and early Israelite formation. So that should be good. I think that's going to be a beefy, chapter. So, but hopefully next year.
He said beefy.
Heard that.
Beefy. All right. So, yeah, last thing I want to hit, and then we'll kind of turn this back into a more of a panel roundtable discussion before we start to wrap. And that is, I've had also several other people contact me, and they're like, Austin, I own or operate my own business. I'm an entrepreneur, but it has nothing to do with atheism, secularism, anything like that. But I love what you guys are doing. I love the idea of this. How can I contribute? How can I become a donor or whatever? And I will tell you this, and I'll put it up on a banner here real quick. Which, of course, I didn't save it. 1 second. The banner I'm getting ready to put up. Sunny is taking care of anything to do with sponsorship, donorship, tables, vendors, all that. So email Sunny, and we will have a document created by tomorrow that spells out all the different ways you can contribute. And we still want to, say you own a lawn care landscaping company, and you still want to contribute because that's just what you do for a living, but you still want to support the cause and what we're doing. We still want to put your logos, your information, as long as you're cool with it, obviously, your logos, or if we just put your name on there, or we can leave it off, all the way around. But we want to make sure that if you do contribute, if you do want the exposure or the marketing space, that is still available to you, even though, because I think there's probably an atheist or two out there that still has their lawn mowed and does landscaping,
Right.
things like that. So you can definitely contribute and you still use the exposure if you so choose, but you can also do it anonymously, and that's 100% cool. So for now, until we get that document out tomorrow with the links and everything, just email Sunny at TART, TART.live. And Sunny has been amazing in this.
I was about to say shout out to Sunny for all the
Yes.
good technical ideas.
Yeah, and we talked for quite a while last night. She's like, "All right, I did this and I did this," and I'm like we didn't. I never asked you to do any of that. That's the shit that I like. Like there's when you're putting together something like this and you have somebody just going out of their way to do stuff that you've never talked about, you didn't ask about, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, I did this," and I'm like, maybe there is a God, and maybe it's Sunny.
I'd like to take credit for that. I think I'm the
Yes.
one who introduced Sunny to everyone.
You did.
I mean,
Brought her on board.
Oz almost, he almost strangled me because, I just kind of took it upon myself to invite Sunny without even telling anybody. But I knew she was going to take over in all the right ways. I knew she was going to win him over, and I'm taking full credit for everything Sunny. I'm giving credit to her, but I'm kind of taking it for myself at the same time. I'm not sure how that works yet, but I'm going to take some of it at least. There you go, Oz.
We'll say this: if the Trinity is real, you and Sunny are part of the Trinity.
Alas, the Trinity is not real, so that's not saying much, but it's the thought that counts, so I appreciate it nonetheless.
God damn it.
I'm starting to feel bad here because Bryce he kind of brought Sonny on board and brought Sonny onto his show. I brought Jimmy. Sorry.
Yep. And I know I have Jimmy nervous because I keep finding new announcements in the chat to make the whole time we're doing this. And actually, we have another chat. No, I'm just kidding. But so we talked about Aunt Kathy, and then so Skid. I'll leave Skids up there for a minute. So Skids has had a show here since he and West and Bryce came from what was the Empathetic Atheist show.
Mhm.
They've what? It's been 2 months now.
I think it's been longer than that.
Yeah, I feel like it's been longer, but I haven't been marking the days. So
Yeah.
it's hard to tell when you don't work like a real job how much time has gone by.
Yeah.
And anyway, it's there's sometimes it's like we all just started doing this like 2 weeks ago, and other times it's like, God, I feel like they've been here for 6 months. This is amazing, But Skids has had his show going and started pre-recorded, and then recently converted to a live show. And the name of the show is what, Skids?
It is Faith Not Included.
Yes. And then all of a sudden, one week, Skids was like, I'm going to go live. And then I tuned in, and there's this firecracker, the spark plug on the screen. I'm like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And we actually talked about this backstage. I said this to Jimmy. I was like, you remind me of another person I know that as soon as they walked in the room, it was immediate energy, immediate electricity. It was literally the spark plug. And now he's gonna tell me to shut up. But
He's blushing.
Okay. Keep bringing it. I love it. Oh yeah, that's good.
He's Canadian.
Bring
right?
it. Bring it.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good, Oz.
So Jimmy, he's so handsome, weird. But so Jimmy officially tonight is now also part of the TANG gang. The TANG gang.
Yes, I made it, Dad. I told you I'd make it. Yeah, told you. Yeah, I made it. Now, I know I'm in the TANG gang, and I know I'm ready for a beating for my initiation, but I didn't have any bandanas to show my TANG colors, but I got my underwear, so I will wear this proudly as my new colors. And I will represent the TANG gang with class, and seriousness, and
We may have made a mistake.
and
This is my show.
and finesse. And
If you want to
fluffiness.
see an hour
Great.
of this, watch
Yeah.
my show. This is what we do.
This is what we
serious.
do. This is what we do in the
serious
TANG gang.
atheist content right here. That we are contributing to this community.
This will
Serious
be the
business.
funniest show on TANG. I can guarantee.
We do bring a lot of haws and been known to bring a lot of he's
Mhm.
and crack a few wises, and we have fun. And there's sometimes I bring cake and snacks,
I haven't done
and
anything.
yes, you've been.
I'm waiting for cake.
Yes, I will make it next time you watch. I will. I'll make a cake. I will. I'll show you how they. And I'll eat in front of you because that's what I do.
That's what you do. We are educational somewhat too. So
No,
you will,
don't listen
you will
to him.
learn a
Don't listen to
lesson
him.
by the time
Fake
you're
news.
done.
Fake news. I can't do it, Trump. Fake news. Fake news.
Yep.
So thank you, Oz. It's a pleasure.
Everyone in the chat, I specifically told Jimmy before he came on, only one Red Bull tonight, not two. Only one. Only one. And he comes on, and I can tell he's had 10 plus.
No. I did have something, and it rhymes with crack. Just
told you not to say that on air.
Oh. Mm.
Well, Skids, when this is over, you and I need to talk.
I was worried
It's
about
herbal crack. It's organic crack raised by the Amish. All natural crack. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not cut with anything terrible. It's churned by old Betsy. She's churned into the crack.
that. Oh, I'm so proud
Churned in
tonight.
the crack all night long. But she sells it. And I buy it from them at the farmer's market. And I enjoy a little bit. Nothing wrong with a little bit of Amish crack. Nothing.
Oh my god! I just want to say, when I was out ripping around and doing all that bullshit, where was the organic chip?
Oh shit!
So now I regret going through all the super chats. I should have just went straight to Jimmy. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
All right, so this next part here, we'll kind of go back to a more open conversation, and I just realized there's one part of a link here that I need to fix before we put it out after this conversation. So I'm going to drop off for like a minute, 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. But if you guys would, and just start with Dr. Josh, just to make it awkward for him. Just go through and start briefly discussing each speaker. What it is that sticks out, or any material that you like, or why you're looking forward to hearing. That way, if there's anybody in the chat that isn't familiar with one of the names, or what they what their content is, or that kind of thing, they can have some familiarity there. So you guys go ahead and chat. I'll be right back.
Probably absolutely the worst person to start with.
Well, that's why he did it, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Strategic. Strategic.
Yeah.
Are you gonna have pictures for your talk,
Like a slideshow.
like a
Oh, yeah.
slideshow? Yeah,
Indeed.
yeah. Are they gonna be colored and
Animated,
Like,
maybe?
is there gonna be some cartoons? Is there gonna be any chance of cartoons?
I could ask Megan. Megan is the artist in the family, so she may
make
do
cartoons
that.
in our show. We can contribute.
And
There
we're
you go.
gonna learn something, right?
Yeah, actually, I was just going to put a bunch of graphs up.
Oh, I like
Really-
craft
Really
and pie charts.
full of text that's like 4-point font. That was my,
Mhm.
Sweet.
just read it.
Walls
That
of
was
text.
my goal.
You're one of the speakers there, but is there anyone who's going to be there that you're actually excited to meet yourself? Maybe that you thought about meeting. Who are you excited to see? Maybe for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, mine's probably a little cliche. I'm looking forward to meeting Seth, hearing him
Okay.
talk,
He is the
just
king.
because he's such a dynamic guy. Of course, like he and I talked quite a bit on the phone during the audiobook. Because if you don't know it, there are a lot of difficult to pronounce words in the book. And so, getting what I would do, I would just get a whole string of texts from him, and it would just say Lugal Zagezi, Gudea, Naram Sin. It would just be, typed out these things, and how do you pronounce all this stuff? So I'd hit my little audio. Well, first I hit speech to text. Right.
That probably didn't
And
work
then read
out
them
too
all,
well.
and it typed them all back out, and I hit send, and I went.
That's
I didn't
No,
didn't do
didn't
it.
do much.
You just did what he did to you. Not so smart now, are you, Dr.
Yeah.
Josh?
Hey, yeah.
What exactly are you a doctor of?
Doctor of Love. That's what he is.
Yes, indeed. No, but I'm excited to hear. I feel like my presentation is going to be more data heavy. I'm looking forward to hearing. I don't know, more the way that people that have been doing this for all these years, and interacting with people in a very meaningful way, do it. Because listening to Seth do his call-in show, and talking to people he's never talked to before, and really making those. He makes some pretty deep connections with those callers. So yeah, hearing him talk about just how the art form that he has, I'm excited about that.
Right. How about you, Trent? Other than Dr. Josh, who we can't wait to meet in real life, who would you say that you're most excited about potentially?
Oh, I think I'm gonna go with David Warnock on this one. It just he has such a wonderful. Well, it's not a wonderful life story. It's just it's very inspiring, and he's gone through so much. Doing what I do with the whole clown business, I've done a lot of charity work where I actually have met a lot of people with terminal illnesses. I've actually done a lot of work with the ALS community. I had a good friend that suffered through ALS years ago, and he kind of got me into doing a lot of local charity for that. So I think there's a lot of great conversations there, and just his story, but how positive he is, how he's taking this, facing what he's going through, and still has this so much life to him, so much heart, so much passion, not only for what he does within this community, but just for himself. He just wants to spend his time that he has right now going out and making friends and being part of this community. And that's why I think I really am looking forward to meeting him and talking with him.
Yeah,
that was way serious. Sorry, it seems like
no. I mean,
you
pretty much took the words out of my mouth, because I was going to say I'm probably most excited to meet Dave Warnock. I just want to have the opportunity to have a conversation with him. Just one conversation, maybe get a picture with him. But I'm really interested in his perspective on how he deals with, particularly how he deals with theists, maybe his own age and older, who are famous for expressions like, there are no atheists in foxholes, and these things. Like I want to know what he says to people like that, because he has a perspective that we don't have, and I want to get that perspective as soon as possible.
Exactly. And that's a great point, because not a lot of people talk about that. Usually when people face a terminal illness, this is about the time when they find God. And I'm sure he's heard it a million times. It's like, you need to get right with God right now. and exactly. So this is one of those things that he has a very unique perspective, because you don't hear stories like this very often.
Right. How about you, Jimmy?
Yeah.
I want to see Anthony Magnabosco. I want to have a conversation with him, and he's going to convince me. Like, there's going to be something inside me, and I'm just going to be like, wow, I don't even know if my name is Jimmy anymore. Like, he makes people's worldviews crack in half. He's magic. He's a wizard, Harry. He's a wizard. So I think he's just top notch,
and very humble as well.
Yes,
I had
he
the
is.
opportunities to speak with him, and he's just so down to earth and just so chill. He seems like a really chill guy. So I'm excited about meeting him as well.
Yeah,
all the speakers, and Dr. Josh. Oh, I can't wait to meet.
Well, he's number one. But I purposely didn't mention him because.
He's the main
right
show.
We don't want to. Don't want to give him a big head.
He's already got a big, beautiful head already, so don't worry. Sorry.
And great hair too. His
Are you kidding me?
The same.
I wanted to say that all night. Oh my God, the head of hair on that guy. My God, come for that. If no other reason but the hair. Dr.
Perfectly
Josh's
styled,
hair.
every strand in place.
Megan touched my hair.
Hey, I promise. Okay, everyone here, I'm going to give him a noogie, and he's going to have messed up hair. The only time you will see Dr. Josh with
get your cameras ready.
Get your cameras ready. Click.
Oz, the great and powerful.
The great and powerful Oz. Take us home, Oz.
Did we discuss everybody?
We mentioned almost everybody, but we are going to have T-Jump debating as well. We didn't mention that, and he tends to slay when he debates. And of course, I'm going to have the pleasure of meeting Cynthia face to face this time. We've had several conversations before.
She's been on your show a couple times, and those are amazing shows. I recommend everybody go back and watch those.
Yeah, she was on my show here, but she was also on my other show, on our other show over on PSF, Secular Soapbox. So yeah, so she's been on both of my shows.
Huh.
She's great.
Like, this is like the top of the top right there. All class right there.
It's almost like the Avengers down there.
It is. They're like the Avengers.
Like a superpower team.
They are. They are.
Go Power Rangers.
Wow. That's not dated at all.
No.
Now you know. Knowing's half the battle.
I say that as I'm wearing my classically trained Nintendo Power shirt.
I like that. That's sweet.
Yeah, love that shirt.
Yeah, Bryce, what kind of joke is that when you got a Nintendo controller?
Yeah, touche.
All right. Well, if you guys already discussed it, but and the only thing I'll say is I'm literally trying to line up a recliner that looks like T-Jump's recliner. Like the shit has to happen. This shit has to happen.
Is he bringing that recliner with him for the debate?
No, I'm trying to line one up, like, because I know so many people in the furniture industry here locally. I'm trying to get someone like to let me rent it or or whatever. We'll see if it happens, but that would be hilarious. And then real quick before we wrap up, guys, and I'm only going to spend like 2 minutes on this because we need to wrap and jump into a Discord. But let me grab this linky link.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I just wanted to take a second and say that nobody's asked my opinion here, but I want to say that that I think this is probably a bad move for any of you to go to this conference, okay? Because probably every one of these people believes in evolution, and of course we know that dogs only produce dogs. They can't produce non-dogs. You understand? So when water rains down on otters, that's what brings about this evolutionary process, and. So I guess what I would say is if you think that going to an atheist conference is a good idea, well, I mean, I think that's just your religion. Okay, so I would say 2 thumbs down to go to the TANG gang, TANG gang, their conference. So I definitely do not recommend it. Okay, and that's coming straight from me. So take that to the bank. Okay, now I'm here to help.
Do it to make Kent angry. Do it. He will cry. Every ticket sold makes Kent Hovind cry.
Oh, yeah. That's a brilliant sales strategy right there.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Make Hovind cry.
Make Hovind cry.
For a minimal investment. All right, so I'm getting ready to put this link in here, and I'll keep this part here quick. If you have any questions about this, you can email me, austin@tart.live. This is the link for the Facebook live feed that's going to happen. Now, this Facebook live feed, it does not mean you're going to have access to like the after party and all of that, but there will be, you'll have access to the main speakers, like when they do their individual talks, presentations, things like that. And you also have access to, I believe on day one, that panel discussion. So I'll put that in there, and then you guys can have at it if you want access to that. If you live on this other side of the globe or the country, or your situation just doesn't make sense for you to be able to make the trip. So yeah, I'll be doing another stream the next day or two, and laying out more of the details on what's in the area. I've had a bunch of people ask me, like hotels, restaurants, like that kind of thing. So I don't want to spend time here talking about it, but I will on another stream, and we'll go through all that. But before we wrap up, Skids, Bryce, Dr. Josh, Jimmy, and Jimmy again. Congrats. Glad you're part of the team, man. You are the spark plug. And glad you're with us. Anything you guys want to say in closing before we jump?
I'm just so
Live long
happy.
and prosper.
I'm happy and
May the
excited.
force be with you.
Yeah, Jimmy, you should feel good, man. I'm not even part of Tang Gang. You feel me? So
Yeah, but you're at
That's a
the
good
God level.
Yeah.
We're like the gang.
We don't
You're
have
at the
our
God
pictures
level.
on,
You look
on
down
the road
with your
below us.
books. On us. Oh,
Look,
You're the
Oh.
doctor of the team. You're Doctor Strange.
yeah.
yeah.
When we get our pictures down there like you, then you can bow to us. For right now, you're the cool one. You've got the
Yeah.
picture down there with the name and everything like that.
Oh, gosh.
So
Well, I did at one point ask Dr. Josh, and he laughed at me. So
oh, I see.
You don't ask a god to hang out with
Us mere mortals.
the mere mortals.
all right, well, Skids, Bryce, Dr. Josh, Jimmy, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate you guys being here, and everybody's been in the chat. You guys have been great tonight, and all the links are there. And now that everything's announced, I will go into the YouTubes and put the links for Eventbrite and Facebook Live and all that in there. So that's there, and then watch your social medias because those links and marketing materials and all that are going to be coming hot and heavy. Jimmy, what do you know about hot and heavy?
Oh, I know about that. Hot, so heavy. Oh, take us home, Oz. Oh, do it.
All right. Well, I'm going to take us home. Thanks again, everybody. Remember, it is October 9th and 10th are the dates for Better. And real quick, the newest rendition.
Oh, look at that handsome guy.
Oh,
Oh,
they even put you next to me. Look at that.
And Aunt Kathy.
and Aunt Kathy. She
Aunt
seems
Kathy.
like a nice lady. You're so lucky to have an Aunt Kathy.
Oh, I am. And now
you are.
And now you are. So, thank you, everybody, for hanging out. We will talk soon. For everybody here, we'll be jumping into Discord, and I could probably more specifically ask questions, or no, I won't ask. I will answer questions there, and we'll do the damn thing. So, thank y'all. Until next time, peace out.
Tang, gang, tang, gang, tang, gang, tang, gang. Yeah. Welcome to the Atheist Network group. Look, let's do it. Yeah, first up, just Jeff, the Atheist troll. Yeah, he'll bring you what you need to know. Yeah, then there's that Murdershed Steve, and nobody knows what is up his fucking sleeve. And then this Nate. The only thing we know is this motherfucker likes to stay up late. Then yeah, we got Biddy Buddha. Yeah, you don't wanna do it, you just look stupid. Then there's Shane, the skeptic. Nah, man, don't get wrecked, step left, yeah. Then there's Reservations, don't bring him that baloney. Nah, and then Skids, the clown, it's guaranteed they go down. And then we got producer West. Haha, yeah, he's on there making that shit look the best. Then we got Sunny Shell, what the hell? She does everything, listen to him sing. It's your boy Oz. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. You about to have the time of your life. Feel me? Okay. Yeah. Tang gang. Tang gang. Tang gang. Tang gang, man. Tang gang. Tang gang. Tang gang. Tang gang.